In Real Madrid's recent narrow loss to Lille in the UEFA Champions League, besides the team's defeat, there was one particular moment captured by the fans that garnered a lot of attention. It happened when Real Madrid set up a defensive wall for an opponent's free kick. Initially, Endrick was lying behind the wall, but the young Spanish talent sparked controversy by extending his arm. Antonio Rüdiger noticed this and tried to adjust it, but Endrick, the young Brazilian talent, did not listen to his senior. It wasn't until later that Endrick finally withdrew his arm. This action highlights Endrick's strong personality, but in a team full of stars like Real Madrid, he needs to learn to listen and follow the guidance of his seniors. Real Madrid is a team filled with great stars, each with their own story and personality. Endrick is an outstanding young talent, but to survive and develop long-term at this club, he must understand that respecting his seniors is extremely important. Endrick's lack of compliance in this situation has worried many Real Madrid fans, not only because of the lack of discipline, but also because of his ego. If not properly controlled, this could become the biggest obstacle in Endrick's career. After his impressive debut in the Champions League with a wonder goal against Stuttgart, expectations for Endrick have significantly increased. In the recent match, he even had the chance to be in Real Madrid's starting lineup. However, the Brazilian forward disappointed the fans by being almost invisible on the pitch, contributing little to the team's play or attacking organization. In nearly an hour of play, Endrick only completed 6 accurate passes, had 19 touches, and made 1 shot on target. One could say that the recent match clearly demonstrated that the Brazilian talent is still not ready to become a true key player in Real Madrid's attack. Speaking of Endrick's goal in the previous match, in the 90+5 minute of the game between Real Madrid and Stuttgart during the 2024-2025 Champions League qualification round, the home team launched a fast counterattack. The ball was passed to Endrick, who sprinted straight toward the opponent's half. At that moment, there were very few Stuttgart players ahead. Vinicius Jr. was moving on the right flank, while Kylian Mbappé was on the left, ready to receive a pass from Endrick. Stuttgart's defenders and goalkeeper also expected Endrick to pass, but he surprised everyone with a powerful left-footed shot. The ball flew low and fast, and despite goalkeeper Alexander Nubel diving, he couldn't stop it, making the score 3-0 for Real Madrid. Endrick scored his first Champions League goal and celebrated passionately at the corner flag, even jumping over the barrier to celebrate with his family. In the video capturing the celebration, Mbappé appeared a bit surprised that Endrick didn't pass to him but shot instead. However, the French forward laughed it off and joined Endrick in the celebration. After the match, Endrick revealed why he ignored Mbappé and Vinicius to score. "I knew Kylian and Vinny were running on the flanks, but at that moment, the best option was to shoot, so I just took the shot." This response shows the incredible confidence and desire of an 18-year-old who has only been playing in Europe for a few months. Confidence is essential for a young player to succeed in top-level football, but sometimes overconfidence can become a double-edged sword. For Endrick, in a team full of stars like Real Madrid, acting impulsively and not following tactical instructions can lead to unwanted consequences, not just for himself, but for the entire team. The fact is, at such a young age, Endrick may lack the necessary experience to assess situations and make the most appropriate decisions. Modern football requires not only technical skills, but also the ability to read the game and cooperate well with teammates. The incident with Rüdiger in the match against Lille highlights that Endrick sometimes acts on impulse without paying attention to tactical demands from his seniors or coaches. Every young player who joins a big club like Real Madrid must go through early lessons full of challenges. Vinicius Jr., when he first came to Real Madrid, faced many difficulties in integrating and adapting to top-level competition, but he learned to listen, accept criticism, and gradually improved to become one of the team's most important players. Rüdiger, too, from being a promising player, has gradually asserted himself through hard work and effort. Talent alone does not always immediately shine through, and sometimes it takes time to be polished and mature. Endrick needs to understand that advice from his seniors is not meant to limit his abilities, but to help him grow. Endrick should also look up to stars like Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappé, who made their mark on the European stage at a young age. Their common trait is not only outstanding talent, but also maturity and the ability to listen and learn from their surroundings. Haaland once shared that he always learns from older teammates and strives to improve every day. This is the attitude Endrick needs if he wants to reach the world-class level. No one can deny Endrick's talent, but to become a true star and maintain his position in Real Madrid's lineup, he needs to improve in many areas. The attitude of listening and respecting teammates, especially those with more experience, is essential. Additionally, consistent performance and maintaining high form are key factors. One good game is not enough to make a great player, and Endrick needs to showcase his abilities more regularly, not only in big matches but also in everyday games in La Liga or the Copa del Rey. Great players know how to shine in crucial moments, but they also know how to maintain form and consistency across every match. Coach Carlo Ancelotti will surely have personal talks with Endrick to help him recognize his weaknesses and how to improve. He has worked with many young stars and knows how to turn a talented player into a true star. The question is whether Endrick has enough patience and the progressive spirit to accept those lessons. Endrick is a raw gem, but to become a brilliant diamond, he needs to undergo many refining processes. What has happened in the match against Lille or before that are important lessons for Endrick on his career development path in football. Talent is only part of the story, but a learning spirit, attitude in matches, and the willingness to accept advice, even criticism, are the deciding factors in determining how far a young player can go. With his current potential, if he knows how to adjust and improve, Endrick can definitely become a new icon at the Bernabeu. But to achieve that, this 18-year-old boy must learn to listen and grow from the early life lessons full of challenges. One of the biggest challenges Endrick must overcome is how he faces failure and learns from it. In football, as in life, failure is inevitable. But how a player confronts failure truly shapes their character and stature. The loss to Lille and his invisible moments on the field are not the end for Endrick, but an opportunity for him to reflect and improve. Figures like Benzema and Modric have also gone through tough times. Persistence and the spirit of overcoming adversity have led them to success. It should also be remembered that Real Madrid is not just a team, but a club with a rich tradition, with a long history and immense expectations from millions of fans. Endrick now has the chance to be part of this legacy. Every player who dons the white jersey of Real knows their responsibility and duty. Not everyone gets that opportunity, and Endrick must seize it not only with his football skills, but with his attitude and willingness to sacrifice for the team. In the journey to becoming a great player, every step is important, and no progress is too small. Sometimes just a small adjustment in mindset, a little more humility to listen to teammates, or simply putting the team's interest above oneself can make a big difference. Endrick's growth is not just measured by the goals he scores, but by how he handles difficult moments and learns from his mistakes. Finally, if Endrick can balance his personal confidence with team spirit and humility, he will not only become a shining star for Real Madrid, but also a new icon in the hearts of the fans. That is not just his goal, but something that Real Madrid as a club also desires. A star with a strong personality, but always putting the team first. Those are the ones truly worthy of the prestigious white jersey.